Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Wait, 20, 53. 94.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Gun.
Cutler's going to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Landry, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Now it's Cutler. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They go play action now. Cutler. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Oh, Cutler going to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Coney Ealing. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,